Yo, what's going on YouTube? My name is Diane Lamb and welcome back to my channel. We had some interesting games over this last weekend in the divisional playoffs. We only missed one as far as our predictions go of the winning team, which was the Ravens and Bills. I just kind of want to recap what happened over the weekend, and then we'll jump into predictions for the conference championship games 2 weeks from now. So Packers top the Rams 32-18. We almost predicted the score. Final score, I'm going to give the Packers 24 and the Rams 17. I think Packers win by a touchdown in that game and move on to the conference championship. Until like mid fourth quarter, it was 18-25. We were like 2 points away. Packers ended up winning 32-18. Ravens versus Bills, we got that one wrong. I guess the Ravens by a very close margin. Bills won 17-3. Lamar Jackson did go out of the game with concussion. Hopefully he's okay. And shout out to the Bills fans for donating to Lamar's charity. There was a whole thing on Twitter about it. Great job, Bills fans. Next game we guessed right, Chiefs versus Browns. That game was a little bit closer than I originally predicted. They win 22-17. Mahomes also out with concussion. Hopefully he is good to go in the next couple of weeks. He's got plenty of time to kind of recover from that. And then the Buccaneers beat the Saints, which we predicted right as well. They win 30-20. Not as close as I originally predicted. I thought it'd be about a 3 or 4 point game. Breeze looked like he really struggled throwing the ball downfield, and the Bucs defense came to play. They had, I think, 4 turnovers. They started like 4 possessions at midfield or less. You know, they took every opportunity that Bucs defense gave their offense. The one thing I'm going to say about the Bucs versus Saints, if that was Drew Brees' last game, I feel really bad for him. Who knows if he's still not 100% from the injury he took earlier this season. I don't remember the severity of his injury, and if that was his last game as a NFL football player, thank you, Drew Brees, for your career. You're like my dad's favorite players. We appreciate you and hope the best for you, man. All right, so we've got the Packers at home against the Buccaneers for the NFC, and we got the Chiefs at home against the Bills. Now, I think the Bucs are going to struggle a little bit more with the Packers. When they played Breeze and the Saints, they couldn't really march the ball downfield. I think the only long pass they had was with Winston at quarterback that actually went for a touchdown. It was about like a 50 or 60-yard throw. They're going to have a lot tougher time against Rodgers, who has just been balling out this season, and they can still run the ball. So the Bucs are going to have a lot tougher time in defensive. Another good quarterback matchup. I think this one's going to be close. I ultimately think the Packers are going to win, though, just because of Rodgers' ability to stretch downfield. He's got options either short or long, so I think the Packers will probably come up with a game plan to throw the Bucs defense off, and I think they'll capitalize on whatever, they're able to do. So I definitely see the Packers winning. However, I think the Bucs are going to put up a good fight. I'm going to say 31-24 Green Bay wins. I think Green Bay is just the more solid team. Now moving on to the next game, Bills versus Chiefs. I think this game's going to overall come down to whether Mahomes is able to play. I would imagine he would be. As long as Mahomes can play, I'm going to pick the Chiefs. I think the Bills probably have a better defense, but Mahomes is Mahomes. He can create things when, the defense takes everything away. He can buy time. His receivers have enough chemistry where, they can get open. They can break off the routes. I just think the Chiefs are going to be too much for the Bills to handle. I think Josh Allen's going to do his thing against the Chiefs defense. Although, Matthews has been playing very well, and they're just defensive as a whole for the Chiefs has been pretty decent. I think it's going to be a close one. I think Chiefs win overall. I'm going to say final score for that game, 35-31. I'm going to call it a 4-point game between the Chiefs and the Bills. I think there's going to be a pretty decent amount of scoring. 35-31 sounds like a pretty good score for that game. Chiefs win and advance to the Super Bowl, leaving the Packers versus the Chiefs for Super Bowl. I don't know what LV means. Is that 35 or 55? Super Bowl 55. I had to do some research. And the winner of that game, oh boy. It's hard to put a final decision on because both teams have playoff and Super Bowl experience. This is a hard one to pick between. I'm gonna probably pick Kansas City. I think Kansas City goes back-to-back Super Bowl wins as long as Mahomes is healthy. Now, if Mahomes is out for some reason because of concussion or anything like that, I'm probably going to pick the Packers. I know Devontae Adams is a beast for the Packers, but I think just when you look at the Chiefs' speed on offense, they're just so hard to stop. Like unless Green Bay can shut down Mahomes, and I mean like shut down the receivers, I don't see Green Bay winning. Even if you take away Tyreek, you still have Robinson who runs like a 4-2, 4-3. You've got Pringle that runs like a 4-2, 4-3. Travis Kelce is just Travis Kelce. You can't guard every one of them. So I love Andy Reid as a Philly fan for a long time, I would say. I wish he can get another Super Bowl. I'm definitely bandwagoning for the Chiefs for the rest of the year. Oh boy, score. I don't think Kansas City is going to go mad scoring on Green Bay. I think that game's actually be relatively low scoring. I would say 24-21. 3-point game for the Super Bowl. Chiefs win. Back-to-back champs. It's just so hard to go against that team right now in football. I think Chiefs are going to go all the way this year. Those are my opinions on the next few weeks to come. Let me know down in the comments what you guys are predicting and who you think will win the Super Bowl this year. If you guys like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to be notified when these videos get published live. Until next time, guys, take care and we'll see you soon.